Well, hello there, amazing minds. Today, I want to do something different. I want to share a personal message with you. This is a message that will sort of get to the heart of what it really takes to change your mindset. And I truly believe that if you start to implement what I'm about to show you, your life will become unrecognizable, and you will feel the kind of freedom that is deeply liberating. But here's the thing, most people don't like to hear this, and most people don't talk about what it takes to get there. It's easier to sell you a story about how it's possible, as if it would be something easy to do and get you high on thought. Too often we are sold inspiring ideas, the hope of change, which gives a temporary emotional high. But inspiration alone doesn't lead to transformation, because the brutal truth about what it takes to change your mindset is that it takes practice and repetition and patience. That's why I would love for you to join me so you can change how you think to change how you feel and create the change that lasts. So my first point is this. The truth is that it takes time and real work. Like, why do you think most people don't change? It's because the road to get there is so uncomfortable and so scary. And it's going to be messy. And the roller coaster to get there can be quite overwhelming. One day you feel hopeful, and the next day you just want to give up. And this is why most people just stay stuck, even though they know they need to make a change in their life, because they've been sold to focus on the end result. Like, you can do it. Change is possible. But they skip the messy middle. And they're very good at inspiring you with what's possible, but they forget or avoid showing the real process, the repetition, the doubt, the fear, the resistance, the work. And when people don't hear about that part, they start to believe that, ooh, maybe I'm doing it wrong, or maybe I'm not cut out for this. But the truth is, you're not doing it wrong. You just weren't told what it really takes. So when people only hear, like, you can do this, they get unrealistic expectations. So when the process gets hard, and it always does, they feel like something is wrong with them, instead of realizing that it's just part of the journey. And when you are high on thought, in that inspired state, you expect it to stay that way. Because let's be honest, it's a quite nice feeling, isn't it? I'm guilty of this as well. So when it doesn't, you crash harder, and your mind starts feeding you with doubts like, why is this so difficult? I thought I was ready for this. Which brings me to my second point. Knowing isn't enough. Understanding the concept is a good start, but it's not enough on its own. And it's easy to forget that, especially when we are high on thought, when we feel that uplifting sensation and we feel that we are on top of everything. It's easy to think like, oh, I've got this. This is so amazing. And you're right. You did get it. However, this is like a muscle. And if you don't train it, the muscle gets weak. And if you don't practice, you won't get the change. The good news here is it's not complicated. It's not. And you don't have to get it perfect. You just need to keep repeating the tools that work for you. So when you find exercises that work for you, and you will know which ones they are, because you will feel a sense of hope and clarity, and they will resonate with you. Pick the one that suits your current need and what you are going through right now, Start practicing and repeating it every day. Because remember, you are changing a bad habit and you are creating a new habit, a new way of thinking about yourself and the world around you. For some people, it can take a month. For some, 3 or maybe 6 months. It doesn't matter. You just keep repeating it until it's imprinted in your mind. And you keep going until you feel the change, until you feel that you have more control over your thoughts and the way you respond to them. And this brings me to my last point and the most important one. Being aware isn't enough. You can be the most aware person in the world. But if you don't practice, it will always come back and bite you in the you know where, right? You wake up one day and something feels off. And you're like, oh, why don't I feel like I did when I was high on thought and thinking about how amazing this concept is? So your negative thoughts, your overthinking, your doubts, your fears, your worries will slowly come back. It will sort of creep into your mind. And before you know it, you're right back there. Your mind is running the show and unhelpful thinking is on the agenda. But that's not you, is it? Because now you know what it really takes and you will be ready for the battle. So what if I told you that you are closer to the change you want than you think? Because just by being here, you've already started. The fact that you had the courage to stay here and listen to this message says a lot about you. And my guess is that if you made it this far into the video, you are willing and ready to make that change. And honestly, that's what it's all about. I'm so honored and grateful to have you here. I want you to know that. And that you decided to make a change. Okay, that's it for today. I really hope to see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Ciao.